Ching, 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 ching. Friday, the 6th of Feb, 2026. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is the pre-market show. We're looking at Bitcoin. We're looking at everything. We're looking at S&P. We're looking at the pre-market. We have a live chat as well. If you'd like to participate, feel free to post in the live chat. And we're also giving away $5K, $5,000 account. All right, let's bring on Andrew. How you doing today, man? How's everything going?
Yeah, how's things? Happy Friday. We're here, we're live, and we need to talk about Bitcoin, right? It's been a crazy week. I just asked over in City Traders Imperium chat what's going on with Bitcoin, but I have a few theories myself. And yeah, we did talk about Bitcoin last week, didn't we? And we put in that low, that support, and we did say if we broke that support, it's a long way down. And yeah, just looking at the price now, it's like lost 50% from its all-time high. So it's not good, bruv.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. And I remember you saying if it gets below that low, we were looking at that low in Bitcoin. We can pull it up a little bit later. But yeah, I remember you saying it's probably going to be a short opportunity, and it ended up being just that.
Yeah, I got some points I just want to talk through, and I'm hoping we can get some interaction with the chat. So I'll just go through the rationale reasons first. So it's just what's actually causing Bitcoin to crash. So heavy selling and liquidation. So that's pretty obvious, right? You know, for the price to go down, people have to be selling. But institutional outflows. So we got some like major buyers who are just cashing in on their profits. They're talking about macro financial conditions as well, but market sentiment and risk off. And we got the Bitcoin miners, economic and structural pressures. So we got the Bitcoin miners are turning their machines off now. It's just not profitable to be mining Bitcoin. So all these things added in with the events this week. So as we know, well, if you're on X anyway, Jeffrey Epstein, we got those files released. And you might be thinking, what's that got to do with a trading show? Well, it's got quite a bit actually, because looking through some of the emails that's been leaked, this guy was actually financing and involved in the early crypto development, right? I think Coinbase has been mentioned, and some of the IT wizards back in the day of crypto are actually involved with this guy. So I'm not saying they're guilty by association, right? But you know, he knew a lot of people, and he knew the right people. Also, they're going off about the viral email claims as well. So you know, a lot of people who might have been up to a little bit of no good could be selling off, you know, banking some profits and getting cash into safer assets, you know, like gold and, well, it was silver, right? So there's lots going on in the crypto world at the moment. But for myself, through experience, I'd say I've been here before with crypto. So, you know, I'm not chucking the baby out with the bathwater, as they say.
I think you may be frozen there, Andrew.
Right. So I've seen crypto crashes. I think we've been doing this. So yeah, not overly concerned, but I would say the problem with experience is, you know, sometimes experience can work against you, right? You know, just look at the captain of the Titanic, right? So just like Captain Birdseye, you know, I might just go down with the ship on this one, but yeah, I'm long term, I'd still be bullish on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'm with you, and I do think there's a lot of things that don't make sense to me with this Bitcoin move. I think the first one is regulation has never been so favorable. Liquidity seems to have been there, and I'm not seeing, like, I don't know. I feel like this is an opportunity here, and we're looking at a Bitcoin that's bouncing, and I would put my neck out on the line, Andrew, to say maybe we see a bit of a relief rally today, maybe a little surprise move up. I think a lot of people may be trying to chase this on the short side, and they could be getting a bit of a pain over the next sort of 24, 48 hours, possibly.
Yeah, and I think we go into some of the charts I marked up earlier on. I think we've marked some of those bottoms in, right, or where we think potentially the price could go. But yeah, we are seeing a rally in Bitcoin at the moment, and the reason for that, right? People who've got a bit of skin in the game, they're looking at the price on Bitcoin, and they know a good price when they see one, right? They've seen Bitcoin top out at 120s, and this is a discount price for those people. So I can imagine people, were rumbling down behind the sofa for some spare change. They might be putting our money into crypto right now, right? So
there was somebody in our community,
it was
Trey.
That's right.
Yeah, Trey.
I got it from Trey. Yeah, Trey, if you're watching, I stole that one from you, right? Right. You must have some big sofas, right?
Yeah, I also noticed that it's there hasn't been, as far as publicly announced, there haven't been any exchanges that have gone under. There haven't been any, other than I guess a few accounts, people that were over leveraged probably blew out. But I'm not seeing sort of like the FTX type of blowout, not yet. So that could be a good sign. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for some of the smaller coins and lesser coins. Once the exchanges, start halting trading on those coins, that's not normally a great sign. But yeah, we can see, just where the price broke, the first break above that 9 moving average, the buyers stepped in. I can imagine they got their stops placed. Yeah, around here, I can imagine, people started to jump into Bitcoin, and yeah, they're going to be pretty happy, and they probably got their stops just below that 50K, is it 50K or 60K level?
60K, yeah, 60K.
Yeah, so yeah, and probably got some stops. I can imagine there's a load of sell orders sitting around 60K right now as well. So it's going to be interesting for Bitcoin. For myself, yeah, we'll go into some charts. So we marked up later, but I don't trade Bitcoin. I just, as you can see in the hat, just holding on to it. So,
just hold. Yeah,
so,
let's see the live chat. I think we got a few people that have joined us today in the live chat. Do you want to start with CTIs? Want to look at the CTI live chat?
Read out from here, or are you gonna pull the screen up?
I can pull the screen up. Just saying a special thank you to everybody who's kicking it with us this Friday, the 6th of February, and we were able to share the screen here for CTI. Looks like we have we've put the links for the prize giveaway, so a reminder to enter that. We have red to green saying hi. Tesla trader, why is Bitcoin crashing? Chat. That was to spur some thoughts. RBFX is here. We have red to green saying, hey guys, it's better to trade S&P 500 in Asian session to pass the funded challenge, or when one. Which one you prefer? Yesterday, I won 5K thanks to City Traders Imperium.
Hey, so first of all, congrats on the account. Well done. Myself and Mandela, we trade the US Open. So yeah, Asian session, it's normally shut off by then, and trying to get a little bit of downtime. So yeah, for me, US Open only, and I'm probably looking to trade the first hour, maybe the first 90 minutes of the US Open. If nothing happens after then, yeah, I'm normally out for the day.
Yeah, same with me. So what I've found is when I do trade in the Asian session, I'm exhausted by the time the New York Open happens, and I prefer to save my energy for the New York session. That's usually when I trade best, from based on the data. So I would suggest trade when you are best, when you perform your best, when your stats show that you are able to have the best probability for success.
Yeah, and it's to suit your location and your lifestyle as well, right? So you need, if you're working full time, you need to trade around your job. So yeah, it's finding the best session that works for yourself, and then study that session, right? Because each session, you get different volatility or different volumes in the market. So yeah, just find the session that suits yourself. For me, it's the US, but yeah, that works for me. With my lifestyle and things that I do in the day.
Yep. We also have a few people here over on the Signature FX side. So we have Isolder saying hello. Welcome to the show, Isolder.
Oh.
We also have a question, SPY up pre-market. Maybe they are selling Bitcoin to buy SPY. Well, Bitcoin's also up in pre-market. So looks like both are moving together today, but that's a very good observation that you raised. And also we have Fobler at Fobler. How you doing, Misha? Nice to have you. Let us know if you are looking at any markets. We'd be happy to kind of go through whatever you're watching today.
Yeah.
All right.
So should we chat in charts?
Yeah, let's do the chatting charts. Let's have the chatting charts.
You gonna do it?
Chatting charts. Chatting charts. Okay, yes, so we got Bitcoin moving up, as well as, so this would be NASDAQ, but it's almost a carbon copy of S&P moving up. So yeah, I don't know. Where do you want to start off? What chart are you thinking? I think we should start with Bitcoin.
I think we should start with Bitcoin. So let's zoom out to, do you have the charts for myself, the weekly, daily?
Let me see. I think I do. Let me see if I can pull them up. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Yeah, I got them. I got them here.
Start weekly and work our way in, right?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so there's my charts. Yeah, you can see the support level from last week, which we broke through. Yeah, if you can see
this one here,
that's the one there. Yeah. You can see we formulating a similar support on that push down. So on this candle here, yeah, we seem to be finding some support.
The one right now, this one.
Right now, right there. Yeah. So yeah, I'd be marking that level in as a key support level, and I'd be looking to see if we break through that. If we break through that, we could be looking at 49k. Now, if we get down to 49k, I'll be extremely interested in buying Bitcoin, because that would be a bargain price, from the highs of 120.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you're saying if we get through 60, or more or less where we are, yeah.
Get through 60, we potentially be going down to 50k, about 49 if you wanted to be, to the dollar, right? But I expect us to bumble down to about 49, 50k if we break through 60. But that's a daily chart. Let's have a look at what we got next.
4 hour.
We got the 4 hour. So I've marked it in there, so you can see that support level, and you can see price pushed down. Yeah, and it actually rejected there at 60k. And since I've done this chart, the price has pushed up. So yeah, we could be seeing a little bit of buy-in pressure here. But you can see the red line, so you can just see we've got some resistance on the way up. Okay, so those resistance levels are from the daily chart. So yeah, we could be seeing a push back up. And we do have a little liquidity void. It's not much, a couple of $1,000, but we could be seeing a push back up. So yeah, we could be seeing that. So yeah, it's interesting to see now if we can hold that support level around 60k. And then I think on the next one, you have 3 options of a trade. I think I can imagine some of the chat now. So you have 3 options when you trade. You can buy, sell, or you can do nothing, right? So yeah, people think you can only buy or sell when you're trading. You actually have 3 options. So we can see on the H1 we broke that vertical trend line, and I think that trade is in play right now. So I think so I done this a couple of hours ago, right? And I think when we go back to your charts, Mandela, we can actually see that we got the price pushing up to that upward red arrow.
This first one. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, so that's in play right now. So yeah, if I was taking at that level where we broke the blue vertical resistance, and I would be placing my stop below that red support level. So yeah, some good opportunities there on Bitcoin if I was to be trading it. So what's the price now? Because I think the price, what did I come in at when I done that? What was the price?
Looks like it was around 66,130.
And what are we now?
We're just above 67. Just over 67 now. Yeah.
So yeah,
it's playing out. It's playing out.
Would have been a good trade if we'd taken that trade. So yeah, that's my rundown on Bitcoin. And I wouldn't rule out for the sellers to step back in, right? Let the buyers have their fun.
Yeah, I think I like that. I like that that analogy, and I think a lot of people would have gotten, I guess, scared out on the way down. We said, I think before the show, we were saying it's a 50% sort of retracement from the all-time highs in October. So I don't think anybody is left who wants to buy, and these liquidations are fairly serious, you know. And sometimes when you're on the side of the majority, you need to reassess your outlook. Also, worth mentioning that this was an all-time high back in 2024. So March all-time high for the good part of a few months, from March to October. That all-time high was around 73,000. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we move up again here, Andrew, over the weekend, unless, I guess, there's maybe some news that may impact or change that. But it's very difficult to catch a falling knife.
Yeah, we were talking before the show, right? You know, there's those sayings on Wall Street that scared money doesn't make money, and a lot of people will be scared now, right? And I think the other saying is, or is it, be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy, right? So when the prices are around 120k, lots of people would have been buying, and you would have had, you know, the old grey hairs, you know, the wiser traders would have just been sitting on their hands, and they'd be waiting for this opportunity that we're seeing today. So a lot of people who are experienced in crypto, they'll be thinking now is now the time to get in, and a 50% discount from the all-time high, right?
I mean, you can't beat that. You can't beat a 50% discount.
It's a good sale. But what I'd say is I am erring on the side of caution. If we do break 60k, I think it's going down to 49 or 50. But we'll keep an eye on Bitcoin. We could be seeing a rally for the crypto. Just over to the chat, someone's mentioned Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein is Nakamoto Satoshi. I don't think he is, but I think he certainly was involved in the early development of crypto. And I've actually watched some information on him this week. And this guy, he's just a Bond villain, right? You know, he knew everyone, like, you know, the contacts, the people, you know, he was rubbing shoulders with. He's a super villain, and he probably had investments in everything that we're seeing going on. You know, he definitely had some control over the financial markets as well. So it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how powerful this guy was.
It is. I think that's another show. I think we could make that into a completely
yes. It is another show, but he did have influence over finance, right? And you know that is something.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I just wanted to highlight that on what was that, yesterday? That down move was 14% to the downside in one day, and I looked back at how far has Bitcoin gone in a day in terms of records, and it's been 23% down in a day. So in terms of the grand scheme of things, yes, it's probably very painful for those who were long or trying to buy that dip, but it has been a lot worse on a percentage basis. So,
yeah, no, I think that goes back to what we were saying earlier. You know, people who've been in crypto for a long time, these large percentage moves, it's normal in crypto, right? You know, as fast as it loses is as fast as it gains as well. So, you know, once it gets its tail between its legs, you know, off it goes, and we could be seeing another all-time high. So, you know, if you're holding crypto, don't lose hope, and let's see what happens the rest of the year. Okay, what do you want to talk about next?
Let's see. Looking at just one more time here, a request for oil. We can maybe touch on that now or later. That's from Isildur.
Let's have a look at oil, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's pull up the oil chart. Here we go. So oil has been creeping up. It's been doing a lot better than Bitcoin, I'll tell you that much.
That's right, yeah.
Pretty much anything has. Okay, so this is... Yeah, the liquid gold. Let's this is a daily chart, Andrew.
Yeah. So why is oil going up? Reason is there's disruption in the Middle East, right? You know, the US, everything's around politics, you know, and I know it's not a politics show, but again, politics affect the market, right? So we're seeing some instability with Iran. We got the US lining up their naval fleet, not far in the Arabian seas, right? So that's caused uncertainty, and this, it made the oil prices go up. The US actually meeting with Iran. I think it's today. The meeting is, and we might see a little bit of stability with oil. Myself, long term, I still see oil going down. I'm going to stick to my theory, which I had before Christmas, and I think if we do get some stability in the Middle East, plus the US oil companies now are gearing up to go into Venezuela, we could be seeing the prices of crude oil coming down. But again, that's not going to happen tomorrow, next week. We're talking months of rebuilding very old infrastructure in Venezuela. So it's been a bit of a long project, but once they start pumping, there's going to be a lot of oil into the markets.
Yeah, I think we're going to watch that one closely. And I think, like you said, Andrew, it's definitely a moving story, depending on a lot of external and unpredictable factors. I did see that they were having a meeting between the US and Iran today. So right. I think we keep an eye on that. One interesting thing as well, I think, is the correlation between the Bitcoin and gold, and then oil and the dollar. I mean, the correlation sometimes can also give us clues as to where things are headed. But yeah, great observation. We got one more MicroStrategy. So I can pull up a chart of MSTR. They announced earnings yesterday. Apparently their holdings are underwater right now. So they're actually at a loss on their Bitcoin position based on where they entered. And I'm going to just pull up the chart after their earnings. Here we go. Okay. I'm not showing it yet, am I?
Not yet.
Okay, here we go. MSTR. Okay. There we go. Can you see that? No. So okay. they hold I think they're the third largest holder of Bitcoin. This is the last 6 months, so very correlated to the price of Bitcoin. Jalen's asked us to have a look at this. This could be a good mover today with Bitcoin moving higher. If you don't have a crypto account or you don't trade crypto, maybe have a look at a stock in the form of strategy. Used to be called MicroStrategy. They changed it to just strategy. It's up 8% in the pre-market.
It's nice.
And they announced earnings. Yeah. Good move. But if you can see how far they've come, they were above, what's that, 360, 400 6 months ago.
Talking of earnings, did you do a show? What did you speak about this week on Wednesday?
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. So we have a investor masterclass. Anybody interested in joining? It's this one. That QR code. That one. Yeah. Other side. Yeah.
Right.
So we did our earnings workshop. So explained how to trade earnings. We didn't actually do MSTR last night. It didn't make the cut. And I thought it was highly risky. But yeah, if you are interested, we have a link in the live chat, and we also have the link in the QR code in the top left. Feel free to join. We're doing it each and every Tuesday in February.
Excellent. So yeah, you heard the man, guys. If you're interested in earnings, get over to the channel. Okay, so you're welcome for the shameless plug. And let's keep it moving.
I owe you one. I'm looking at the clock.
Okay.
Should we just remind people to enter the prize giveaway one last time before we do the draw?
Yeah, don't forget we got the 5K prize giveaway with those very generous city traders, Imperium, and yeah, there's a one-step funded account for you guys to be won. So yeah, get over, give it a go, and yeah, get trading. So yeah, okay, just want to quickly go over to the chat. Yes, a lot of people are with me on the conspiracy why Bitcoin's crashing. Can buy and hold TRX crypto for long-term investment. Yes, a lot of people do that, right? They just, every week or every month, they just buy a little bit of crypto. They just sit in it, like some sort of retirement plan. And we've got Tilu Trade saying, let's go. Okay, let's go, chat. So yeah, let us know what you're trading today in the chat as well. So for myself, as always, I'll be trading the S&P futures on the US Open, and I will be keeping an eye on Bitcoin. Yeah, if we do break that support level we're talking about, I'd be very interested in scooping some up at a 50% discount. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. But the thing is now, because we're seeing that uptrend in Bitcoin, we're going to have a lot of maybe inexperienced traders or newer traders who can try and hang on to the coattails, right, and try and ride that up, and then just be careful just in case some big sellers come in. So just add a little bit of side caution with crypto at the moment.
I think that's the best advice you could give. And I think you made it clear also that your time horizon is more longer term. You're not looking to trade for anything less than a few weeks or months, or sorry, you're not looking to hold for less than a few months. So you have to really make sure that you're trading for your time frame, for your style.
Yes, yeah, definitely agreed. Okay, so I think we actually, our time's up. Show's gone quick.
Do you have to jump off? I think we can maybe just ask if there's any other questions before we jump off. But if not, I guess we could finish up the show now. Oh, we got to do the prize giveaway.
So yeah, we got to do the prize giveaway. But chat, I'm glad you're with me, chat, today, because Mandela didn't want the conspiracy show. But we've actually got some more chat saying there's also a theory he's actually still alive. This is one for another show, but I'm with you on that. I'm 50-50 as well. So, okay. Moving on.
Moving along.
Keep it moving.
All right. Okay, so I do want to just mention, for anybody who is an American football fan, there is the Super Bowl this Sunday, Andrew, just in case you were wondering. It's going to be at 11:30 GMT time, Super Bowl 60. Trump is supposed to be there. And it's going to be some good commercials. Bad Bunny is doing the halftime show, and it's taking place over there in San Francisco. So should be good. And also bookies. I don't gamble. I consider trading running a business, but I know a lot of people are going to be. I know a lot of people are going to be placing a few bets on their whatever they want for their Super Bowl Sunday. Should be fun.
Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. That's it from me. I think we could do. Should we do the giveaway now?
Yeah.
No more entries.
Let's do the giveaway. And if there's any more questions, drop them into the chat. Otherwise, we're gonna call it a day after the competition. Okay. The show's gone pretty quick.
Yeah, it has. I thought. It's been a pretty good show. I was wondering if Bitcoin was going to spike during the show, because that's always fun.
It's had a good open, right? It's done well.
Yeah.
I was quite happy that we done that the 1 hour chart hours ago. It's played out quite nicely. It's actually played out to the T what we were seeing. So there was good opportunity there.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, let's do the drum roll. Yeah, please.
Good luck, chat. Let's go.
And the winner of the $5,000 account is. Looks like it's Rabani.
Excellent.
Rabani. Congratulations, Rabani.
Well done.
Very well done. Very well done. So we will be back again next week, Thursday, to do it all again. Andrew, anything fun and exciting that you're doing for today, trading or otherwise?
Yeah, so just trading ES futures on the US Open, looking to take a short position if it presents itself. If not, it will be a capital preservation day.
Beautiful. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, great.
Excellent. Thanks very much. Right. Thanks, Mandela. Right. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Andrew.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. All right, everybody. So that's it from us. Just a reminder for those who usually expect non-farm payrolls due to the government's shutdown. Non-farm payrolls is actually going to be taking place on Wednesday, which is a weird day to have non-farm payrolls. But next week, Wednesday, will be non-farm 1 hour before markets open. And then we get the big CPI data. So next week, this time, we would have gotten the headline CPI data, and we'll talk about it, maybe even get a trade in with you next week, Friday. So you don't want to miss our show next week, where we'll be looking at what happened with non-farm payrolls on Wednesday and also the CPI live, getting some trading done with you on next week, Friday. From all of us here at Signature FX, I want to say a special thank you for watching the show. We appreciate you kicking it with us. We always try and give you something to think about, also maybe a lesson or two along the way. Other than that, have a wonderful Friday and happy trading.